So this is just like the base of the treehouse that I've started to build. The door could be right there, but I was thinking, what if I like build a house, like an actual house in the treehouse? Is that kind of cute? Is that kind of cool? Let me show you guys what the inside looks like. I kind of put some hoppers there, so if I wanted to come down in here, kill some baddie bads, have them go down into chests, that's a thing that I could do. It's another just like little area going up. Haven't built the top part yet, but this is just kind of what I started. I didn't want it to be like a super round tree, and I'm having it go inward. This first level is, I might even keep it grass, because it's just like, it's like the bottom of the treehouse. And then when you go up, there's a bit more there. Try hard mode activated. Dude, I love building in Minecraft. I love building in any game. Makes me just like, feel so at peace. Is that too extra? I'm telling you guys, I'm in like build mode. So either like, you're gonna lose me entirely because I'll just get quiet and I'll get hyper focused and I'll start doing like a weird thing with my lip where I'm like, or I can tell you guys stories. Do you guys want to hear how I got my bicycle taken away? So I convinced my parents to buy me a bike with pegs on it. And I was doing like stalls. I learned how to bunny hop. I learned how to do a tail whip. I learned how to do a bar spin, a wheelie. I could do a bunch of really cool flatland tricks. So I got my dad to build me a rail. It was so dope. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, this is not going to be the roller skating experience all over again. I think my dad knows I'm actually pretty good, and he might actually invest in my future. I always wanted to go to the X Games. That was my thing. I was so into it. I loved extreme sports. I ended up like falling really hard into the pavement, and we had just gotten some like new road. This happened multiple times. It happened with my skateboard too, but a bunch of concrete went into my shin, and or gravel went into my shin and up into my knee, and you could see the bone. It was really bad. It was so nasty. They had just redone the road, and it happened. Like, it makes the road super slippery because there's a bunch of loose gravel everywhere. But yeah, I slipped, I ate it, my shin took the biggest bite, and my dad took my bike away. He's like, nah, no more. His biggest mistake was when he took away my bike, I found out how good I am at skateboarding. I built my skateboard piece by piece. My friends would upgrade their skateboards, and then they'd have an extra piece laying around, like an extra wheel or an extra bearing, and they'd give it to me, and I would start to build my skateboard little by little until I had a full deck. Then I would start going to the skate parks and competing in tournaments. I wouldn't like come inside until I learned a new trick on my skateboard. That's how I learned how to do the kickflip. I would play Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and I would like pause on where their feet were, and that's how I learned how to do a bunch of tricks. I used to jump off of like 6-foot staircases, gaps in between like buildings, like at my junior high. Definitely was not supposed to do that, but I did it. Meg's Hardcore. Well, that's how I started my YouTube channel. If you go to youtube.com/strawberry17, look at the very first video, and they're all my skateboarding videos. I sound way more hardcore than I actually am. I can still skate. Yeah, I can still do a whole bunch of stuff. Do you guys want to hear my skateboarding story? It's not the last time I ever went skating, but it was when I decided to retire. Because I did competitions. I got 3rd place in one of them. I wasn't like super good, but I was on my way. But I was skating, and I was learning how to air over hips. And doing that is like, it's like when there's a corner on like a wall in the skate park, and you go over the hip. The corner, and you do like a grab, or you do a 360, or you could do a 180. I was just learning my grabs. I was practicing for a competition. But this girl came to the skate park, and this girl kept trying to check me, but I kept avoiding her because I was just like, what are you doing? Like, there's no point. Like, I was way better than her, and I was trying to practice. Like, just, you go to the skate park to practice and get better. So like, get off my jock. I'm coming up a ramp, and the next thing I know, she was coming straight for me, and I went to kind of avoid her, and as I did, she punched me in the face. And I was up around 6 feet tall. I was coming so quickly, I flew back 10 feet back from 6 feet high, and I landed on the back of my head. I had knee pads on, but I didn't have a helmet on. It was really hot, and I normally do skate with a helmet, but I was really, really hot. I didn't want to wear one. It would get like 90 degrees up to 105 degrees in Modesto, but I fell back and I hit the back of my head so hard that I blacked out. And I remember trying to open my eyes, and I couldn't. I was trying with everything inside of me to be like, oh my God, like why can't I open my eyes right now? Like what's happening? And I started panicking because it was so quiet. And all I could think about was like, I could hear my dad's voice in my head being like, why weren't you wearing your helmet? Why didn't you do this? I think it was either anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes that I was completely out. And finally, everything around me I started to kind of hear. It started with my ears. I started to be able to hear everyone, but it was very muffled and like sounding crazy. And then my vision started coming to, and it was very blurry too. But I opened my eyes finally, and there was tears all over my face. Even though I was blacked out, I was crying. And everyone at the park, it's like I grew up at that park. All the people there, they were like my family. And they were so pissed. Like, dude, skater dudes don't care. You hurt your family. Like, you're going down. That girl took off. She was about to get beat up, man. There was no reason for her to do what she did. And there was a police station right next door, so we could have taken her to the cops for assault. My friends carried me out of the bowl, and then I went home that day. I didn't go to the hospital. I should have. I was too afraid that my dad was going to take away my skateboard. But ended up being okay. I just can't I got to be so careful because I got a lot of concussions when I was a little kid. And then through playing soccer too. So now I'm like careful when I ride rides. My head could kind of like hurt a bit. All these random little things. But that was the last day I really decided. I was like, okay, I can't do competitive skateboarding anymore. I did it for fun, but it that scare really, like, even if I wore a helmet, I don't know if, like, that was a scary feeling. I never want to feel that way again. And then after that, that's when I decided to, like, really kind of go into YouTube a bit more. Because if skateboarding wasn't going to take me where I wanted to go, then I guess YouTube is, like, for me, was the next best thing. Thank goodness, right? Because then I wouldn't be here. I love watching soccer. I went to a burrito place in Santa Monica because John and I went to the beach. Anyways, we were watching the World Cup game, and like I had to ask them to change the station to US versus France, and like I was getting wild. I cannot watch sports like without losing it. I'm like I just get way too into it. But I was like yelling and making hand gestures. I was all over the place. I had to stop. I was like, we gotta go. And as we were leaving, we passed by another restaurant. And they were all cheering and screaming. I was like, man, we went to the wrong place. This other place was so much better. This would have been such a better experience. At last, the tree. This is gonna take me some time. This thing is so big. When I do this like IRL, this is gonna take me a hot freaking second. It's tough with survival. If you don't plan it out on creative, then you're using all your tools to do stuff before you're like the durability on your tools. You can just plan it out. This is a bit easier. Although it takes time, it's just like I'd rather do it this way. This is what I would do for one life. Also, I apologize for anything people say in chat. I can't control their potty mouths. Question for you guys. Do you guys feel like you can talk to like the people that you subscribe to, or does it feel like they're kind of like a celebrity where you're like, maybe you'll get noticed, but maybe you won't? Because I think when I first started YouTube, like the community aspect, like we were untouchable. It felt like you could still get recognized or noticed by people that you really admired. And I feel like sometimes people think that way about me, and I'm just like a regular person. I still like, I know sometimes there's like a sea of comments, and if you're not there when that person's there, maybe not. Just on YouTube, Twitch is a little bit easier. I feel like I want to make sure I try and change that on YouTube. I don't want people to feel like they don't want to comment because it'll be a waste of a comment because I'm not like a person that would acknowledge them. I'm gonna try and work harder at making that better because we have such a good community here on Twitch. I want to build like a really good, strong community on YouTube and Instagram too. Trying to not let this treehouse leaf thing be the death of me. I'm gonna have a really hard time putting these leaves together. not being able to fly around. That's gonna be tough, right? Yeah, I'll have to put a bunch of water on the ground for sure. It's a big tree. It's very big. Let's take a look at it. So this is like a little part of the house. This could be like the door. So that goes all the way up. This is like an area for killing mobs, and I have like a little dropper that would bring stuff down here. This could potentially be a chest room. I could hollow out the bottom of this. And then when you go up, then I could start to make different levels. Kind of like how I did in Crazier Craft with the hotels a little bit. I can add some windows too, which might be neat. I wonder how like much to scale I'll be able to do this. I hope I can do it. I think I can. I think I said this before. I know it takes like a bit more time, but I just feel so much more confident going into my build. And then I'm not wasting my durability on things. Just feels good. Feel way more confident. So this is what the outside of the house kind of looks like. I could add some more windows as you go up too, to brighten it up a little bit. This was just an idea I had as a way to attract mobs and gather stuff if I needed it. Might not be the best thing in the world. I don't know. It was just something I was working on. But I do like how it goes in, the different layers. You can see like the naked wood. And then the window pane. I think it looks pretty cool. I can build a little pond too that goes around it, which might be neat. Need to figure out where I would put my doors. Unless I had a sneak entry. That could be cool too. I think this will be my cube treehouse. Now I have something to go back and keep referencing. There's a ton of oak wood I need. I need oak wood like crazy. I got a bunch of glass. Mapping this out for me. Every last little detail. In the end, it helps. How do we feel? But I just like feel like I don't trust fusion places. I went to a fusion restaurant the other day. It's Caribbean, but it's like Latin fusion, and I'm like, ooh, they just said fusion. This is not gonna be good. And then I went, they had mole, and I love mole. Mole is like a chocolate chicken, delicious, like savory sauce that is like smothered in chicken. So I go and I was like, how is your mole? Is it like Mexican mole? And they're like, yeah, it's spicy, real spicy. And I was like, ooh, yeah, I love a spicy mole. I sit down, I eat the mole. It's not spicy at all. I still ate it because I was really hungry. Guys, with your help, I have fully succeeded at being a smart. Look at me. That's up. Then we go down. Oh. Then, how do I get in there? Alright, there we go. This is a great day. Booyah! Oh, that maybe should have been a glowstone. No, it's okay. It is what it is. This is just tester blocks anyways, Megan. You're gonna do this better. Just ignore it for all the things you mess up on. It's alright. Calm down. Guys, it's pretty dope. I'm pretty stoked about this. I should really stop. I'm at like a good stopping point, but like I said, that is so fun. Guys, why have I never done the magma blocks before? Was I just not capable of such genius until I met you guys? Megan, you are a genius. Jess, I just really feel like you get me, you know? There are a lot of creepers around here. Can you guys just let me know? I've made a fool of myself. There is like creeper holes everywhere. People are saying I shouldn't do AFK fishing on the server because of the danger wheel. But I think if I just keep checking in, it'll be okay. Oh, but then what if my fishing rod gets taken? I just feel like AFK fishing is how I get all of my really good books for enchanting my armor and all of my tools. Like, that's the way I gotta do it. Java is like all the versions are really good. I just wish Bedrock would like catch up. I went to the Minecraft Creator Summit and it seemed like a lot of people were expressing the same thing about wanting, you know, it all to be like one and the same so you could do cross-platform stuff. But Java's such a different beast. You can do so much more with it. So they're just trying to like, I think, make everything catch up. Anyone excited to play Minecraft Earth when it comes out? Oh, also, does anyone ever play on the Minecraft, the marketplace? like with maps or servers that you guys like. I feel like Cube is the most active server right now, like within our Minecraft community. It's like even bigger. Oh shoot. Hope I don't lose anything.
It's taco time!
It's taco time!
Taco time! Let's do it! Oh my gosh, someone's spinning the wheel. What a good time.
I'm scared. I want to log out.
What is it? No. We don't log out here.
No!
No! Go to the water. Aim for the water. Aim for the water. You're fine. You'll be good. Aim for the water.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at.
You're gonna be good. You just gotta move forward. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward.
I am. I'm good.
You're good. You got it. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah! Taco time!
Oh, it's flush with it. This is taking too long. I need to eat. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna eat, guys. This is what it is right now. We're gonna leave this stupid little dinky house for now. I'm gonna go eat. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Bye!